fact that in all religions it's wrong to kill animals, such as in Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, because there's alternatives of protein to eat than animals. Animals are taught to live as much as humans, but and so there's alternative proteins. There's no need to kill any animals, is there? And I bet that breeding animals to kill, to be eaten, is one of the biggest causes of global warming on this planet. Before motor vehicles, because breeding the animals use up loads of water and energy to grow crops to feed the animals, so it's unnecessary to eat animals because there's alternative proteins to live by. Eating meat is one of the biggest causes of cancer. It causes cancers and other illnesses. It doesn't prevent cancer as well. But if you challenge like meat eaters along a lot of the while, they try and brazen out the argument and get quite aggressive about it. Animals are taught to live and want to live as much as humans. There's alternative protein to other than meat protein. And animals, herbivores got teeth, not just meat. But I reckon in case if you try to eat an animal alive, you try and run away. If you try to eat some veg alive, it will run away. So I sort of rest my case there. Animals want to live as much as humans. Baby animals don't want to be taken away. Parents of animals don't want their babies taken away from like little lambs or little chicks, like, or they say some parents say, look at the little animals in the fields on a train or a bus. They don't mind feeding them, do they, on the dinner plate? They love to work in a slaughterhouse. So you look at fear in the animals' faces when you go to the abattoir and live near a poultry abattoir. You see, look at fear in the chickens crushed into these crates like by the time their heads cut off or whatever.
You know, sorry, Kurt, because I know we've got... Did you actually have a question though? Just talking.
That's my question. I'd say, just to explain that.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. You know, it's a frustrating thing that, and my own experience was, I became a vegetarian just before moving into the temple 40 years ago. And I thought, I'm now going to tell all my friends how wonderful. And now I've realised that, it's good to be vegetarian. But not everyone is ready to hear. And I wasn't myself. Prior to that, some people had said to me, you should be vegetarian, and it hadn't clicked with me. But a friend of mine stayed, and in the morning I said to him, so what would you like for breakfast? Bacon, eggs? He said, Richard, you don't eat meat, do you? That's not spiritual. And just that one phrase, I've never forgotten that. He said, that's not spiritual. And something clicked. Something clicked for me, because I was ready to hear it. But the sad thing is, and you will experience this, I'm sure you have experienced it, all of us who are vegetarians, we probably at one time or another, we've tried to tell our friends and even our family, hey, it's so nice, why don't you become a vegetarian? But most people will resist. What we can do, is we can give them nice vegetarian food. That's a big help, to show that actually you can eat very, tasty food without eating meat. But it seems that not everyone is ready. So what we do, of course, here in the temple is we do give people prasadam, which is purified vegetarian food, and that can awaken the taste. But you're absolutely right that the eating of meat is a huge burden on the planet. It's a contributor to all kinds of ills, including global warming. And in the final analysis, to become a vegetarian is not enough, actually. Yeah, because, even when we buy dairy food, we are actually supporting the slaughter industry. So, of course, a lot of us devotees, we do think about this quite a lot. And Prabhupada certainly thought about it. And as soon as we got, in 1973, we got Bhaktivedanta Manor given to us by George Harrison, and there were 20 acres of land. So Prabhupada immediately said, now get a cow. If you're living in the city, there's no possibility of keeping cows, but he said, get a cow, and so we started a farm there. And we're now in a position where not only is the manor sort of pretty much, almost, not entirely, but nearly self-sufficient in milk. Because don't forget, a lot of pilgrims come there. There are thousands of mouths to feed, so there's a lot of dairy products needed. But now, a devotee, a wonderful friend of mine, his name's Sita Ram, and he has been working on a project called Ahimsa, which is to find farmers, dairy farmers, who also are willing to convert their farms to cruelty-free farms. And so far, he's actually signed up one, and there will be more, who are switching over their whole production process so that no animals are killed. And that will unfold in future years. But for the time being, what I would urge is that if you do buy dairy products, at least buy organic, because that does give the animals a much better standard of care. Or be vegan. That's definitely an option.
The cows have to be milked though anyway at some stage, you know? The female cows have to be milked. I know some are
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
you know some cows, I don't know if they have to be milked, some female cows, but they just produce milk when they're young to suckle, but I don't know if I think the supermarkets give them injections of cows.
I'll tell you what, if you're interested in this subject, it might sound vain of me, but I do recommend read my book, Cows and the Earth, because it really goes into it in a lot of detail. It should be, I hope it's in the bookshop downstairs, I think it is.
It's a female animal.
Because, you know, it's a broad and deep subject. So I can recommend that, if I may. Okay. I think we have to close now, but there is question and answer session at around 6:30. You can come back here. That clock appears to be wrong. It's an hour fast. Yeah. Is it on winter time still?
No, it's just...
Okay. Okay, that's correct. So 6:30, you can come and ask questions with us.
So I'd like to thank Rancho Guru. As he was speaking, I was thinking that he has such profound knowledge, wisdom, and experience that by speaking so many things, even some things I had heard before, I felt like it was penetrating my heart much deeper. So we're very fortunate to have such a realized soul, and we can see that Rancho Guru is also moving in circles with people who are very influential, and just by hearing and associating with people from the Soil Association, that able to convince them about vegetarianism and giving up harmful ways of farming. So I'm very fortunate to be here in his association, and it won't be vain of me to recommend any of his books that are downstairs in our shop. He's written on many different topics to do with the environment, cows, many aspects of Krishna consciousness and Hinduism. So please take the opportunity. Books by Ranchor Prime downstairs in the temple shop, like that. So please let us express our gratitude and appreciation, Rancho Guru, by chanting very, very loudly 3 Hari Bol.
Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
So hopefully Rancho Guru will be back with us again very soon. I have some announcements.